Hello and welcomes everyone. AnthWolf here, bringing you a new Let's Play of Dark Souls 3. Developed by FromSoftware and published by Bandia-Namco Entertainment. I'm recording this on, or beginning to record this on October the 24th, 2016, where the first of what I believe is two major expansions has just been released. This expansion, of course, is called the Ashes of Ariandel, and introduces new areas to the game, new enemies, new bosses, new weapons, new spells, all sorts of new content which I'm looking forward to exploring. And I decided to throw on my recording software and re-record a new Let's Play, a new playthrough of this game, because since recording my blind LP of this game, I've really sunk a lot of time into it. I think I've at least sunk probably about 120 hours in about a month, which to me is actually quite a bit considering I'm putting a lot of time into work commitments right now. But for this expansion playthrough, I might as well call it, I've decided to do a bit of kind of a roleplay character, which we'll go into when we get into character creation. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going through the game again and obviously seeing what happens. With the new expansion, I'm expecting a lot of obviously players who played Dark Souls 3 when it was originally released maybe coming back, as well as a swath of new players maybe getting into the game. And we will be playing online, so we're most likely going to be invaded a bit more regularly than probably when I originally did my LP for this game. And we may do a bit of invasion ourselves at some point in the future. But yeah, I'm going to pop my notepad down and let us just get straight into the game. I'm trying to think of what I should say. Between my original blind LP and this series, I have played through the game once again just for myself and for one of my friends. And I did try a pyromancy build. Builds, if you're not familiar with Dark Souls 3, may not be so important to you, but I quite enjoyed that for PvE content, but for PvP, I'm not very good at manually aiming spells. So this is going to be, I'm going to be mostly focusing on what I would call a dex build. I'm going to be putting a lot of my souls into improving my dex, so I can basically make another melee character. I might as well get it out of the way and tell you in case you want to see a more magic-focused playthrough. I will be looking at maybe doing a sorcery or a dark miracle playthrough in the future, but not for this series. Struggling to find my words. Okay, so let us start a new game.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old Lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, Saint of the Deep. Farron's Undead Legion, the Abyss Watchers. elusive lord of the profaned capital. Yom the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Okay, here we are to character creation. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, that was obviously the opening cutscene there. What it doesn't mention, I could be getting the lore wrong here, is each time the fire needs to be relinked, a new Lord of Cinder needs to link it, and obviously Aldrich, the Abyss Watchers, and Yom the Giant, they have been awoken because the King, Lothric, has kind of abandoned his duty. And we're going to have to do something about that. So, this is obviously where we get to create our character. Again, we'll be starting as the Knight class. I have played around with, say, the Pyromancer build. I played around with the Warrior build slightly at the start here. I do like the axe he starts with. But we'll be playing with the Knight once again because I have played around with a kind of character builder just to make sure I kind of know what I'm doing and I'm not going to be wasting souls left and right. I'm tempted to start with the Sovereignless Soul Burial Gift. But we'll stick with the Life Ring. I always like having a bit of extra HP at the beginning of the game. I will load a favourite. Here he is. Here's one I created earlier. Perfect. And we need a name. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to roleplay this character slightly. This character's name will be John... Oop, get this right. Oh dear God. John Blackthorne. There you go. Spell it eventually. John Blackthorne, a protagonist in James... Let me get this right. James... Is it Clavell's 1975 novel Shogun? And also based on the English navigator William Adams. In this roleplay playthrough of Dark Souls 3, our primary weapon of choice will be any and all of the katanas available in the game, if we have the prerequisite stats for them. I say I will be looking at various different armors we may wish to wear, but when it comes to PvE and PvP, when we have a katana available, I will want to pick it up and make use of it. I may look at other various weapons as well, but katanas have always been fun in the Soul series for me, and I've been messing around with my blind LP character, Mr. Wolf, and I thought, why the hell not? Let's give it a go. So, I think I'm happy with this. Male, mature knight. Yeah, let's go with that. Finalize creation. Let us actually begin the game. So the bell tolls, and we, the unkindled one, awaken. So I imagine anyone who's come to maybe watch this series already has either played Dark Souls or may have even already watched my original blind playthrough. So I'm not going to go through all of the explanation once again. Obviously you have your various weapons, obviously right hand and left hand. You have different armors, they have different weights and different absorptions to physical damage or magic and such. You have a weight ratio in the top right. There are different thresholds. There's 30%, 70%, and then I think there's 100, like over 100% as well. These affect your kind of rolling, your ability to dodge attacks. Obviously, lighter armor gives you a lower weight ratio, which is the difference between your maximum equip load and how much your current equipment is weighing you down. This also includes weapons in both hands. We can wear 4 rings, and obviously we can equip items. At the moment we only have 3 Estus flasks that we can use. Whoop, that's good. And they can obviously restore our HP. These are the only real healing items you get in the game, but you can get various imbued or infused weapons which will restore HP over time, as well as various HP regenerative rings as well. So here's our various items, our inventory. Pretty sparse right now, but obviously it will fill up. And here's John Blackthorne's status. We are currently soul level 9. We have 0 souls. We do require souls to level up. Souls are also used to buy things, or various things from different NPCs, such as other equipment or spells. Obviously our attributes there. Obviously Vigor governs how much health we have. Attunement gives us our focus points. Also unlocks your number of attunement slots. Attunement slots are basically how many slots you have to remember spells. It's kind of like you remember Black Isle's Baldur's Gate? You had a spell book. You might not know Baldur's Gate, but I imagine most people will be familiar with the series at least. But you had all these spells, but you could only remember or memorize so many, like certain ones. Same sort of principle. Endurance is your stamina. Vitality is your physical defense. It also increases your maximum equip load. Strength is required to wield powerful and heavy weapons. Also improves your attack strength. Dexterity to wield advanced weapons also increases attack strength. Also reduces damage by falling. That'll be handy. Intelligence, required to cast sorceries and pyromancies, increases their power. Faith is miracles and pyromancies, also increases their spell power as well. And luck is the stat that governs item discovery. Okay, so at the moment we have not a great amount of HP. Obviously that is being boosted by the life ring that we have right now. Let's see. So yeah, obviously in the top left there we have our red, blue and green bars. Red is health. The blue is focus and green is stamina. Obviously in the bottom left we have our currently equipped weapons in both hands. Obviously what items we have equipped. And in the bottom right we have how many souls we currently have. So, let us get ourselves underway. We are here in the Cemetery of Ash, having been awoken by the bell tolling. Obviously these are the tutorial signs left by the game itself, but later on players will leave signs on the floor as well. Oh, a little bit of lag here. Wow. Some nasty frame drops. I imagine with the DLC just being released there, it may be some latency issues. Hoping that those will sort themselves out. We'll have to see. Obviously this is the first evening, but we'll work through it. and see how the game goes. Bloody hell. That is pretty bad though. There's an Aston Estus flask which recovers our focus. Let me just I don't have my settings. Oop, I have a password there, might as well turn that off. Boop. Why is my resolution so bloody high? There we are. Now that did break my video there. I will have to edit those together. That's better. Advanced settings. Yeah. So hopefully that's better. I'm not a fan of why the resolution was so high, but that might have been what was causing the issue. Oh crap. Crossbow wielder here. So these are all people like us. These are hollows that we are just slaughtering here for one reason or another. Everyone who's come to this land is here for, well, they're here for various reasons, but they all have a thing known as the Dark Sign, which is here. The sign of the accursed undead. Every time you're dead, the Dark Sign rebirths, rejuvenates that individual. But over time, their mental state decays and they go mad. Which is what's unfortunately happened to these individuals. But yeah, when individuals are revealed to have the Dark Sign, their family or their village basically throw them out. For fear that the Dark Sign might be contagious. Now here's our first challenge. This crystal beast here. So you don't need to fight it here and now, but we might as well. The knight's a good build for this. The shield blocks 100% physical damage. Ow! Took some damage there. Have to be a bit careful now. I will heal up. It's two-hand or weapon. Ooh, crap. Ow, that was good lucky. Using the lock-on feature to obviously help our targeting here. We don't need to use it, but it is handy. And there we go. And we were rewarded with a Titanite scale. We are picking up various items, like that one there was the soul of an unknown traveller. You basically can use that as a consumable to give yourself more souls. There are lesser and greater versions of these consumable soul items. So yeah, it was a bit smoother than fighting some of the hollows earlier. And here we are. A lovely scenic view. One thing I love about the Dark Souls games, they give you a great sense of kind of scale. And a lot of the time, anywhere, any buildings you see in the distance, you tend to be able to travel to for one reason or another. Like, we're probably going to be going up there in the future, somehow, somewhere. But that's our destination right now. That's where the bell was tolling. And here we have the bonfire. Each bonfire you encounter you can light, and say we used all our Estus flasks, we can use bonfires to restore them. And we actually got a emote there. Now, using a bonfire might just seem really good, but the downside is if you say kill an enemy and then go rest, that enemy will respawn. That's not always the case for every enemy, but generic enemies like these hollows will come back. Oh crap. I thought I was actually going to kill him. There's a couple of hollows sitting there, but we want to go this way and jump. Nice. Because there's a Titanite shard there, which is again used to upgrade weapons. Hollow down here. You might wonder why I wasn't hit by that crossbow bolt there. There are kind of like iframes of an invincibility that you can use to dodge attacks, both in PvE and PvP. And just in case you don't know, PvE is of course player versus environment, which is like playing the game single player, and PvP is player versus player. Just in case you probably all know that. I don't want to be condescending or anything like that, but it's best to play it safe sometimes. Ow. Ow. Not amused. I do that again. Thank you. So we took a bit of damage there. We did pick up some fire bombs, which are nice. Should I equip them? Probably, just in case. And I could go rest at the bonfire here, but you know what, screw it. Have a big gentleman there. Doesn't seem to be moving. Unfortunately, I don't think... You know what, I've never actually tried this. Can we just bypass him and just ignore him entirely? No, we can't. Okay. It's like, I've never tried that before. Unfortunately, he does have an item we also need. He has a sword embedded in his chest there. Will be nice. We'll remove that for him. And, of course, that wakes him up. I'm gonna make a start on hitting him already. Ow. I shouldn't tank all those blows. Just take our time. We won't try to hit him with multiple attacks, cause he'll just get upset with us. Ah, that delayed attack. Let's back off slightly, let's heal. I maybe should have rested at the bonfire. Okay, we'll be a little bit more cheesy. Just be careful. Ah, that delayed attack. Jesus Christ, he's kicking my ass. Oh, and now he's transforming. This might not be so bad. Oh crap. Okay, that's bad. Ooh, close. And we received a coiled sword for our trouble. And there's a bonfire. And we are now embered. Embered is like what used to be known as humanity. Basically, you have your kind of undead state and embered state. When you're undead, you can't be invaded, but you have lower overall HP. And when you're embered, you can be invaded, but you can also summon other players or certain NPCs to help you fight. So we'll light the bonfire, and then we'll rest up. And we'll continue forwards. So, tell you what, I ended my blind LP in the same place, but I'm going to end this video here at the same time. Obviously we're on our way now towards where the bell tolled, but I want to make sure this video, the sound quality, is fine, and then we'll continue with Dark Souls 3, with the Ashes of Ariandel expansion, or DLC. This of course has been AnthWolf. Hope you've all enjoyed and hope you all take care. So feel free to comment if you so wish, and I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no. Bye bye now.